Hey everybody, welcome back to the Magic Channel Card Tricks, and today we're going to talk about mark cards. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for showing up for another easy card magic trick tutorial. Here at the channel, what I offer is beginning level magic tricks. That means most of the time, these tricks take absolutely no skill. You can pick up a deck of cards, pick up some coins, and start doing magic tricks right away. Fool and amaze your friends. We're actually going to talk about a key card, but combining it with a marked card principle. Okay, so if you remember from videos we've done in the past, a key card is a card that you know and you know where it is. For instance, sometimes it's very easy to know your key card on the bottom. So if I know my key card is the 8 of diamonds, and it's on the bottom, then all I have to do is remember 8 of diamonds. I can have any card selected. Let's say they select the 8 of clubs, right? And I cut the cards like this. Well, now I know the 8 of diamonds is on top of the card they chose. So to find their card, I simply have to fan through the cards like this, find my 8 of diamonds, and the card right beneath it is the 8 of clubs. So without ever knowing their card, because I knew my key card, I was able to find their card. Well, we're going to use that principle once again, but this time we're not going to look at the card faces. So how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to make a key card with the back. And to do that, we're going to make a marked card. Now, sometimes a marked card means that I would know what this card was. So this is the 8 of clubs, and perhaps by looking at the back of this, there's some mark that tells me this is the 8 of clubs. This is not the mark we're going to make. We're going to make a mark that just tells us that this is our key card, and that's it. So I'm going to find a random card. I was actually able to find a joker. I don't care about the jokers. And a red Sharpie marker. Now, if you have a blue-backed bicycle deck, then you're going to get a blue Sharpie marker. And you're going to get the bullet tip. All right, bullet tip is the best. You don't want a thick, square tip, nor do you want a thin, fine tip. You want something that's in the middle. You want a bullet. Now, you need to think about how cards look when they're fanned, okay? So if I had a small portion of cards like this, and I fan them across the table, depending on the direction that you fan and how tight you fan, you might want to place your mark someplace where it can be seen, okay? Without going like this. You don't want to do that, because this alerts your spectator, oh, they're moving something. What are they moving? What do they need to see? You don't need to see anything. So you're just going to fan the cards like this, and then you're going to find your mark. All right? So what I'm going to do right now, since I can clearly see every one of the angel's heads, I'm going to mark the angel's head. And I'm going to do that by filling it in. Don't worry that people might see this. They're not going to see it because they're not even looking for it. Okay? And what I'm going to do is, because I know I fan this way to this way, I'm going to darken in these two. Make sure that you're darkening in the faces or making your mark in a location that makes sense to how you fan cards. Maybe you want to do this with the backs facing out. Maybe you want to do this as you're standing and you're going to fan cards face to face. Practice fanning the cards first and then make your mark. If you're super worried, of course you could put it in all 4 corners and then you're set for no matter what happens. Okay? So I'm going to take this little angel's face, and I'm going to just blacken out his head completely right there. And then blacken out his face completely right there. Okay? So it's a very small mark. And I'm going to give you a nice close-up so you can see what it looks like. But now that that's gone, that's going to be an easy card for me to find. All right? From the back. We're no longer looking for it on the face. All right? So I put that card on the bottom like that. I could overhand shuffle a few cards just to make it look like I'm shuffling, and then just replace my bottom stack so that I've got my joker in place. And I could select the cards from hand to hand, but I think what looks much more fair is if you spread the cards like this and allow the spectator to take any card they'd like. They're going to break it open, and they're going to select that card. Okay? As they're looking at their card, you're just going to gather it back up and have it in your hands ready to go, or just leave it right there on the table for them. And you're going to make this as fair as possible. You'll tell them to put their card right on top, and then you'll invite them to cut the cards and complete the cut. They cut the cards and complete the cut. And then you ask, would you like to do it again? They're gonna say yes. So they'll cut and complete the cut. You say, oh, yeah, you know what? You can do it again if you'd like. And you know what? It doesn't matter. They can do this as many times as they'd like, cutting deep, cutting shallow, and it won't matter, and it won't disturb the cards. This is all gonna be taking place in their hands, and they're gonna do all the work for you. Now, you'll tell them to pick a number between 1 and 5. Let's say they pick 3. Say, okay, I want you to cut the cards into 3 piles. Now, if they say 5, let them do 5. Okay? If they say 2, just, make it, say, 2 is too small. Any number between, or you could say 1 and 6 if you'd like. Say cut it into any amount of piles between 1 and 6. Let's change. Let's say they say 4. Okay? So they're gonna cut this into 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And what you're gonna do is, you're gonna ask them, which pile would you like me to look at first? We're gonna try to find your card, just through feeling, right? Just through, you held it, I'm gonna try to get a feeling, all right? Let's say they say this one, all right? I'll shift these a little bit just so I have some more room. But you'll take these cards now and do just like we said before. You'll fan them across the table. And all I'm doing now is I'm looking for my mark, and I don't see it. So I'll glance down, but then I'll look right at them. So my eyes are on them actually at this last part, and I'll say, you know what? I don't feel it. Scoop it all back up, put them off to the side. Say, which one would you like me to look at now? Let's say they say this one. I'll fan my cards again. I looked down while I was fanning, I didn't see it. So I know it's not there. So I can look at them in the eyes. Didn't see it. Scoop this back up. Say, now which one would you like me to look at? They'll say, that one. Say, okay. I'm looking for the face. I don't see it. So I'll just go like this. And I didn't plan this, guys. I didn't know it would be the last one. I really didn't know that. I didn't know where it would be. Say, well, you've narrowed it down to 1 left. Let's see if we have it here. I'm looking. I see it. I see my mark. I'm giving a little wiggle, and I'm saying, you know what? I do feel it right here. I'm going to immediately hide my marked card like this and spread like this and say, I think it's this card right here. Was this your card? And they'll say yes. And that is a super easy way to find their card. Now, little points of interest, like I was saying. I am looking for that mark the moment I'm spreading, okay? That way I can come back and look at them in the eyes so it doesn't look like I'm looking for a mark, okay? So if I were to mix these up again, okay, and make 4 piles, and this will work with any amount of piles, right? Obviously, the smaller the piles, the easier it'll be to spread. But as I'm gonna look down, obviously, right? I'm looking down as I spread. I didn't see it, so I'll look right back at them. I'll look at them the whole time and say, nope, I'm not feeling it. And I'll scoop these up, okay? Then I'll take these. Now I look down. I look down for that mark. Don't see it. I'll look at them. Nope, it's not here. Okay? I'm looking down for my mark. I saw it. I'll look at them. You know what? Actually, I think it is here. I think it's right here. In fact, I don't think it's any of these cards. Let's see. I think it might be one of these cards. Now I'm shielding their view of my mark. My mark is right there. So I'm shielding their view a little bit right there, just kind of covering it and looking them in the eyes. And I'll scoop all the way and cover my mark. Now my mark's covered, okay? And I'll thumb these off and say, I don't think it's any of these. I think it's that one card. Tell me right now, what's your card? They'll reveal it, and then you show it's their card, just like that. So that is how you can find someone's card with a key card, but using the marked card principle. So if you have any questions about this, of course, go back and watch this video again, and let me know down below what you thought of this. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey, have you ever purchased a magic trick that they said was easy or for beginners, and when you opened it up, it was just a bunch of parts and some typed out instructions? Like, How are you supposed to figure out how to do a trick with instructions that are this small and there's just no detail, right? No video, no pictures. You're so disappointed. You wanted to learn how to do this trick. You thought it'd be fun. And then when you got it in the mail, you were sorely disappointed. I want to help you. This channel wants to help you. I have a whole playlist of instructional videos that'll walk you through my personal handling on these tricks plus many more. Now, obviously, you need to own the tricks, right? You need to own the tricks in order to perform them. You won't be able to do any of these tricks unless you actually own them. But another great way to use this channel is as a way to look at tricks that are available on the market and to decide whether those tricks are going to work for you. I purchase all of my tricks from penguinmagic.com. And so if you'd like access to that playlist, if you would like to see kind of behind the scenes and get my personal handling for these tricks plus many more, you can hit the join button down below and subscribe to this channel for only 99 cents a month. And as long as you're a subscriber, you'll have access to those videos plus any new ones I continue to make. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week.